And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to adjust the pattern. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take a minute here and talk a little Memphis. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Lewis wants to pass. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Bussy. Couldn't ask for much more there. And first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. The short hands. It's Bussy. Turning it off. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it, force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Rides the back and leaves it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Close to the marker. It's Bussy. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Check, check. Red 54, flex come. Social, social.
Lewis to throw. Here's the hit. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, let's get it. Right. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Singleton. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He's open on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Shoved back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Sullivan. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He leaves it with his back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense is clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. On the run, it's Franklin. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Here comes the heat. He's got some speed. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism. He shows you the speed.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet. This offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Nimrod. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Isaac. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Takes a hit as he fired. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Unloads quickly. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the right. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away incomplete.
Yeah, those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times. And you can tell it's great defense. Nice job getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the outside. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Bulls want to move quickly. Brown wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just on the same page with his target.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. Really nice job all the way around, got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened?
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. And that's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting set for the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Brown will throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Bussett. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Gives it on the other. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Floating away. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs.
Touchdown, Memphis! And they take it in for 6 more points. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but It feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Texas A&M. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Keep it up. Your ball, baby. This is the one, boys. Here we go.
Ready? Break. Single. Red 54.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. Turns it on at midfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
All right, let's get it.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the wideout.
Blue 22.
Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulls!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
White 53. White 53.
It's complete to the right. He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He throws one to the left. He's got it along the sideline. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first quarter of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. They have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Rides the back and leaps. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying out to the left. Touchdown Bulls, and they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Brown will throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Got it in the middle. It's Nimrod. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, USF.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Exploit them here on this drive.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the touchdown Tiger. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous that he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Franklin. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now the throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Brown wants the pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone. And my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Bulls will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive.
Throws toward the end zone. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late. If you want to run the football, you want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of time.
He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They built a cushion. They built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business, and this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it, and you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field. Oh, they pocket. And they got it.
I mean, if you're on defense, finally something good happens. It just hasn't been a great day. You've been giving up a ton of yards. You've given up some points. At least you get this field goal block. And listen, for coaching staffs, you got to find silver linings in games like this to get your team back on the field next time playing their best.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's taking the shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Franklin. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got.
Look at that toughness, just running from everybody. He's at the touchdown, South Florida. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this is why you see tight ends featured in offenses now across college football. They're so pivotal because they're so big, so strong, can break tackles, and then can outrun people and get to the end zone. Big play by the big fella.
He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. Breaks a tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Smith. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Leaves it with the back. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Tries again to get it in. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with as many points that are being scored. You got the stop late, and that's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.